Hi everyone, Jack is here. On today's video, I want to talk about manifestation, to manifest your future, to know like what you really want. So in life, everything that you have attracted it. Good things and also mostly like bad things, when it's you and your personal person. So how life works is, first of all, we have a thought, will come into the mind, and then what we feel about this thinking, will determine how your life will happen for the rest. So this is why you want to be really careful about your thought, about what you want and what you do not want. So this will determine what will happen for your life. And when you manifest things, it's not like instantly, you know what I mean? So it will take time in order to be created into the current world. Because we have at the 3D world, like the world that we are here when you see the matter. But then you have as well the 5D world, where your thought come, so then you have your quantum world, if you want to know. And then it's like when you dream. Sometimes you can, I don't know, like you can have a dream where you are a singer. And this is a way that to show you that it's possible. You can do it, because in another like reality, you are the singer. It's something that you can do. There is a good phrase. I think it was from Bob Proctor. He said like, if you can teach your mind, you can hold it through your hands. This is a good way to see like, okay, to know that you are capable of doing what you want. It's not a joke. The only joke that it is true. It's, because people think like you can have everything that you want and do everything, at the same time. But the truth is, in order to get somewhere, sometimes you need to do some sacrifices in order to get over there. So if you look at the best in the world, it doesn't matter if it's acting, if it's in sport, in any any category, they always like focus on one thing and they become the best on focusing on one thing instead of doing like thousand things at the same time. But just so you know, like they manifested their future. They always wanted to become like, I don't know, like for example, Michael Jordan. He wanted to become like a basketball, professional player since, since his young age. Then you have Michael Phelps, who wanted to become like the best swimmer in the world. And when you look at that, like they are making their child dream into reality. But then, they keep that vision in mind and then they work on it, every day. But then they get to where they want to be. Just to make you understand that doesn't matter what you thought about, you can become this person. The only limitation will be, for example, if you want to become like a basketball player, but you are 30 years old, it's pretty much impossible, to become pro. But if it's other things, I don't know, like for example, you want to become an actor or a singer, you can definitely do it because you have already the vision in your mind. Now you need to take action and to get the focus into that, because what is the sentence? Energy flows where the focus goes. If you focus on too many things, like you will get lost and you will get nowhere. For example, I love this schema. Let's say you focus on, this is energy and this is where your energy goes. Imagine that you put your energy in 10 different things. What will happen is you will move like from 1 inches, but everywhere, or 1 centimeter. You will move everywhere, but then what will happen is your energy, it's kind of weak and you go nowhere because you don't make any progress because you're focused on so much things. For example, here it will be your business. Here it will be watching Netflix. Here it will be another business, and here it will be your 9 to 5 jobs, and here it will be about learning piano, and here it will be about something else, etc., etc. Here it will be your friends. Then your energy is not focused, but then instead, imagine that you take all this energy, you add every arrow from the circle and put it just into one thing. You see how further you will go because you put your focus into just one thing. So this is why you want to be mindful about where does your energy goes and what you do about it, in order to get where you want to be. Because if you are doing that, you will go nowhere and very slow. Slowly. But here, you will go somewhere, it will still take time, But you will go like you will go whenever you go. Like if you don't touch the the moon, you will at least like reach out for the stars. You know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah, so you manifest everything that you have in life. And the good thing is now that you know that you can control how things will play out, out of your life. And first thing, like you really want to get rid of negative energy, because this is where you manifest like bad things, negative thoughts. It's really dangerous. One thing like to stop is to watch at news. News, it's very like one of the worst things to watch. And this is why like the society put it, in front of us, because it will keep you into a low vibration state. So you will just like be in a bad mood, and then when you will go to your workplace, people will talk about what did happen yesterday on the news. So again, you keep like this low vibration state. Yeah, you will get depressed and in a negative state of mind. So news, social media, same thing. You don't want to be here with your phone and be like this, scroll. And when I see people doing that, I really do not understand, and I feel like I feel sad for them, because it's like, okay, you take your phone and then you say, okay, feed me with whatever, and then you train your mind to have a focus like for a really short period of time. Like you can focus for more than 4 seconds. You know what I mean? To be honest. And this is reality. If you look at time at like, I think it was like 20 or 25 years before, you can talk to someone for 70 minutes. You will keep the focus. Now, you can just only talk for 3 seconds to someone to not lose this focus. No, and this is scary, because people don't, you lose everything, I mean, people lose their mind, and they change everything, and this thing has an impact that people don't really realize. Because same thing, it will affect everything, in your life. It will affect like your relationship. For example, if you have with someone and they don't say something interesting to you within 3 seconds, what will happen is you will cut it off, and then you will have some dispute, and then you don't understand why. Or same thing, if you are into a job that you don't like, it's even worse, because you will hate the job, but like you need money, then you will stay within the job, but then you will distract yourself with looking at your phone. So you really want to stop, to reduce at least. If you are someone who scroll, with TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I don't care about that, and I never will. If I watch things, it's YouTube, but I'm not in social media. Like, I'm not looking at Instagram or Facebook. Like some friends they send me some things, but I even don't look at it, because it's too dangerous. You know what I mean? But anyway, like now that you know that things are created by yourself, by your mind. Now you want to think about what do you want in future. You know what I mean? So the good question is, what do you want? And then you have three categories in life for everything. First of all, you have health, wealth, and relationships. So you really want to rate yourself by knowing like what will be your 10 of 10 life for your health. Same thing for your wealth, where do you want to be, and same thing for your relationship. So this will be a good base in order to understand what do you really want. For example, let's say for your health, you want to, I don't know, like you think that you are overweight, and then you want to lose like 20 pounds or 30 pounds, then you know that if you are doing that, you will be at your 10 out of 10. Then you want to wait where you are right now, what I mean? And be honest, be brutally honest. Like if you think you are one, right, one, what I mean? And then you will understand that, okay, from there you work backwards. You try to see like what are the bad behaviors that you do have, or things that you can eliminate, or things that you should do, what I mean, in order to get where you want to be. And then like take action out of that. Because this is the main thing. Like when you want to change something, you need to look at it with accuracy, and then you need to do the action every day. You need to have some discipline in order to get where you want to be in life. Because if you have no discipline, you can pretty much like accomplish nothing. Everything, like even law of attraction, really require you some discipline in order to make it work. Because if you don't have any discipline, you won't be able to manifest what you really want. So then you want to write like, okay, how would you feel like with your perfect body? How it will look like? like how people will perceive you if it's important for you. And then, how do you imagine your life with your these are the things that you want to write after that as affirmation. Having like affirmation, it's really good, really important. And I know it sounds silly, but this is a reality. Me, it was what I was doing, on the beginning of my journey. I did like write things that I do want, and then I was reading them like every morning and every night. And first of all, it was very weird to look at it. I mean, I remember like I put that, I love myself, and for me it was like, it was crazy to me because I didn't like myself at this time. I didn't like myself, but I knew that if I was repeating it like enough time to understand it, then it will happen, because first of all, like everything starts with your beliefs. If your beliefs are right on the right place, then you will attract the right thing. But if you don't believe on anything that you want, that you have, then you won't attract anything. And the thing is, yeah, your affirmation will help you to understand what you really want. But then the universe or God, doesn't matter what you believe in, they will put some information in your way in order to get where you want to be. It's not like you have this dream of losing 20 pounds, you sleep, you wake up, you lost like 20 pounds, it doesn't work like that. But they will instead give you like some good things. I don't know, like if for example money is hard for you, you will see some free information in order to maybe to exercise, maybe in order to get the right food, inside your body. And then you will see like you will start to see some light and some change, and you will get where you want to be. Same thing for the wealth. Like you want to know where you want to be. For example, if you want to become like a millionaire, which is possible, you need to write it. You need to write it. Like, you want to make, I don't know, like 1 million, 10 million, 20 million, doesn't matter. And then you need to think about like, okay, how would I go from there? You have many ways. But the funny thing is when you want to manifest, you just want to write your final thing. You don't want to really think about how it will happen. This is the main thing of manifestation. But you can still like do a plan in order to get where you want to be. But you will see that the universe will always give you things the way that you are least expected. And it's when you detach about the things, the outcomes, that it will give you everything, which is weird, I know, but this is the only way. Because if you get too attached to getting things like you won't get them. And same thing for relationships. You really want to know like with who would you love to be. Relationship, in order to get there, you will need to love yourself. If you want the best relationship, you will need to love yourself. To love everything about you, because you are a reflection, you are a mirror. If you don't love yourself, like people won't love you. This is basics. I mean, this is like the reality. Like when you don't feel good, people can sense it. And it's subconscious, it's not conscious. It's not like you will say like, oh, I'm feeling like good, and then people will believe that you are feeling good. No, people are not stupid. We all have like subconscious mind, and we are all linked to each other, even if we don't see it. So if you want to attract someone, you will need to be this ideal person in order to attract, this person. You know what I mean? So you will need to work on yourself and to love yourself, and then to imagine who you want in your life. If you want a 10 out of 10, but then after that, it will depend. If you just want someone with who you can spend some night with, you don't have to love yourself, but you need to have some esteem, from yourself, because nobody will go unless you use some other ways, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you really want to write what you really want, and then read some affirmation about it every day, like every morning, every night, and then you will manifest what you really want. And sometimes it takes time. Like the harder it is, the longer the time will take, you know what I mean? Because for example, if you want to make 10 million, I don't think you will have it tomorrow, you know what I mean? Even health and even relationship in reality, it will take time, maybe it can take like weeks, months, or years. But the only thing is you need to keep believing in it, because I remember it was Steve Harvey who was saying like, you know, God hear your prayers. He will give you what you want. As soon as you put the intention, he will give you like what you want. But the only thing is missing is time. It will never tell you like what is the length of time that you need to wait. You know what I mean? And then you need to have faith. You need to have faith in yourself, and you have to have faith into God or the universe. You know what I mean? But you can definitely manifest what you really want for your future and work towards it, and don't like spoil your energy on things that don't matter, but really focus on what you really want. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget that I have my one-on-one call if you want to exchange with me, or if you need some help, into anything. I can give you some advice. Like, I will be happy to do it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It will be really helpful for me to get the message into like for more people. And by the way, thank you for subscribing and liking. Like, I love you guys. Like, it really helped me like to go into my journey. I have no point, to give up again. Like, I have my manifestation, into the future, but I know that I need to work, for it. It's not always easy, but I prefer to do that like 30 times that to become a manager into like any job, that I have did, even if I was well paid, but I don't care. Like, my goal is really to help people to heal and to be happy with who they are, and to really love themselves, and to be on the right purpose that they do really want. Because I really believe that everybody here, it's here for something special. Not everybody will go from that, but if people were more focused into themselves than the external world and distraction, I really believe that, everything will be better for them, humanity, for the humanity, and for everyone. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.